If you are really prioritizing God first, then you must prioritize spiritual things first too.
Exactly.
You cannot say I love God and you don't love prayer.
How?
Kole work. It's not like it's just like you are saying you love this girl and yet you are not communicating with her.
How now?
I don't understand.
I can't even do that with you.
You don't communicate the love like that.
Hello everyone, my name is Margaret Ukah. Welcome to S.A.L.T with Maggie.
Empowering believers one conversation at a time through S.A.L.T with Maggie, brought to you by Legacy TV. You know how we do it here now. We don't just do the talk, we do the word, we do the guessing, we do the question and the answering. Before I introduce our guest, our very special guest for today, you guys matter to me now. You already know. You know. How are you guys doing? How is the week going for you? How is school? And if you're going to work, how is work? I know that you must say it's stressful, you're tired, you're this, you're that. You wish you could give your boss a knock. I understand. Just tell yourself that you're strengthened and you've got this. You're strengthened, okay? So here I have with me is...
Hello, beautiful people. Yes, I'm here today again. My name is Banke, the one and only beautiful girl. And how am I looking? I'm looking good, right? I'm happy to be here. Are you sure you're not going to make me your co-host like this?
At this point, I don't mind. I'm sure you guys are enjoying her.
Even
though sometimes while I'm here, she has already mentioned
I'm
that
expensive.
Do you know how much this show costs? We can sponsor you.
I am expensive.
We can sponsor you regardless. Anyways, we'll be delving into our topic for today. Can you guess? Can you guess the topic?
Yes.
Can they guess it?
No, they can't.
Anyway, our topic is spiritual disciplines in a busy life. Somebody say, because that topic, I know some people may feel attacked. I promise you, none of our topic has any aim to attack anybody.
I'm not attacking, but if the shoe fits Cinderella,
yeah. But then, no, just don't mind Miss Bankers. She's just joking, literally. But then, we're not actually aiming to attack you, right? We love you and we just want you to grow. That's why we're saying all these things. It may seem like these girls, the amount is too sharp, but we love you. That's just the truth. So yes, Miss Banker, you're a student,
right?
You're a business owner. As you're seeing this baby, she's a business owner. You know, like we should not open it. But then, you're a business owner. You're a student. How are you able to juggle around even with spiritual activities? You know, you're in fact, you're a coordinator of a campus.
Oh my God!
She's a coordinator. She coordinates their campus spiritual activities. So how do you do that? How are you able to work around it?
My people. My people. So I think what has really helped me is priority. Like I know how to prioritize. See, this word priority, it sounds so it's just priority, but some people don't understand. You know, I don't know if it's in economics it says scale of preference and everything.
You place what is important.
Exactly. So I think that's the number one thing. I promise. It's just priority. I'm able to say, the things of God is my number one priority, right? And I'm able to
wisdom. I hope you are learning.
I'm able to bring every other thing with it. And also, what have really helped me, right, is time management. Time management.
I know some of you are guilty of that one.
See, your alarm is not on your phone to just be there. It is for a purpose. It is for a reason.
The purpose.
It's for a purpose.
It's a purpose.
It is for a purpose. So when you are able to set your priority, there are some things that you want to do, but you find yourself not doing, not because you don't have the ability to do it, but because you're not even conscious of your time. You just while away time on TikTok.
Like one of my lecturers here. I hope he doesn't see this video.
So I think number one is priority. I'm able to prioritize myself, the things of God. I'm like, this is my number one priority, and every other things follow. And secondly, I think time management has really helped me a lot. I think that is it.
top these two things, Mr. Mobake, I know you want to say something.
I have a lot to say to you. Now I'm
You
always
don't have
a lot to say to you guys.
Sit back and watch you.
Sit back and enjoy. So I think what has really helped me again is that I am accountable, right? See, you cannot grow. Don't deceive yourself.
Roman.
If you could grow on your own, see, as our mama bonus, so they will just say, "Oh my God, Miss Maggie, let me just leave you somewhere. I don't have to."
Miss Maggie, you are still adding title. They will just throw me and say, "Since she can grow now, let's just dump her outside the gate."
She's going to sort herself
out.
You can't. You can't grow on your own. You need a community of like-minded people to help you because it makes you accountable. Let me give you guys a quick story. So, my community... Mr. Bobanke
will scatter ground today. So sit back with your popcorn and the word of God.
I'm just ready to break that table. I'm going to
break it, ma.
I'll pick 6-6.
You are allowed.
I'll pick 6-6. Don't worry, I'm coming for you. So I think when I have a community, right, that helps me grow spiritually.
Please tell them the name.
CIM, the Campus Invasion Movement. See, don't worry, Miss Maggie will explain that to you later. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But then so we do CIDs. That's
Campus Incubators Discipleship School.
All right.
So it's basically, some of our please pardon me. It's like a school. You know, there's one particular tagline that they write that I will never ever forget in my life. It is, school cannot train you for destiny.
No.
School has school kind of training,
right.
But CIDS has destiny kind of training.
Yeah.
It is training. Mr. Mobake is saboting it.
No,
no, that's it's fine.
It's allowed.
We have Jesus babies here watching us, so they should like it. Anyway, so that school will basically train you for destiny.
Right.
It will train you and let you know that life is more to all these things that you just think it is really. It's more. But Mr. Mobake, go on as you.
Alright, since I was saying, so I had a mentor then, right? And then she was always calling me because we do have empowerment hour by 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. And she was always calling me that.
To them, they will not know what empowerment hour is.
Basically, where you get empowered before your day gets started, like just pray before getting.
Not that 5 minutes prayer that you used to do, you know.
Uncle Amaka.
Because you say I have class by 8. Remember our topic, spiritual disciplines in a busy life,
right?
In a busy life, so you are literally not giving any excuse that because I have class by 7 a.m. I can't pray by 6 a.m. But when it is time to say, oh God, please, I need money, you will clear your table and kneel down to God and be like, God, and even though prayer is not the platform for this. Yeah. So you know that community that Miss Omobanke mentioned, I'll still give her space to talk. Calm down.
No, I have a lot for you.
Exactly. So I'll still give her space to talk. That community she spoke about is very important if you want to grow spiritually. Yeah. You cannot grow alone. There was a book I read, The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren. See that book is very much necessary for you. So I'm not going to show you the book. What is she my friend for? That's why if you are not even sharing this video, I don't know if you are really a friend to that person you call your friend. Anyway, that book really opened my eyes to a lot. Aside even the book, he said something really profound. I mean, Rick Warren, he was like, growth is not produced in isolation. You cannot grow in isolation. Right. You can only grow in communities. So if you are here today and you're like, oh, okay, but I study my Bible for 30 minutes in a day. I pray for 30 minutes in a day.
No, baby.
I do all of those things that I'm supposed to do, and you are not accountable to someone. Do you know you can stop that thing in one day?
Yes.
Just like how you cannot school yourself.
Yeah.
Even those that do private lesson, you have a teacher that is still responsible for you. Right. You have a teacher that still teaches you, that will mark your assignment. Or the way I say mark your assignment is giving primary school. But then, I mean, you have a lecturer that will give you marks, your project, right? That will give you a mark that, okay, this is what you earn for doing this kind of thing. You are accountable to someone. That is how it should be for spiritual growth as well. So one of the disciplines that I would love us to discuss is this thing of community. Community is so important, and that's a way you can be disciplined. How you can be rooted, that in the next 10 years, if you're actually willing,
oh my God,
if you are willing, you will still be growing in the next 10 years. Right. Do you know why? Because you are rooted in a community. Not just a community, but because you are accountable to someone. Because you have a pastor. So, Mobake, do you have anything to add to this?
I have a lot,
please.
Actually. So as I was saying something about, excuse me, the fact that my mentor do call me in the morning and be like, oh, Omobanke, it's time for empowerment hour.
Right.
And then I'm like, it is like a very big opportunity for me, because left to me, I won't wake up. I promise. I won't even wake up, say, oh, I want to pray or something. But because somebody is able to call me, so your community makes you accountable. It makes you have this sense of, oh, I have responsibility to do, not just, oh. And do you know the funniest part? When you say you want to pray on your own, you find yourself not doing it right.
I promise you, it is so real.
And you now tell yourself, I'll pray tomorrow.
You will postpone it until you forget that there's anything.
You will now find yourself not praying for 1 month.
1 month without communicating with God. Do you know what that means? How? You know, you will breathe. Prayer is your oxygen. And if you are like without prayer for 1 month, oh, in Yoruba will say, you would have died. Right. Like you are literally without oxygen, so you cannot live without prayer. Your community will keep you rooted.
Yes.
So number 1 step to spiritual discipline in a very busy life. Yes, I know you are in school. You may be like, but I'm in school, but I'm doing it. See, there are excuses plenty.
Plentiful.
Like excuses plenty.
See, even you saying that you slept off is an excuse.
It's an excuse.
It's an excuse.
It's an excuse. Excuses will remain excuses. Right. Excuse yourself from excuses. Do you understand? See, there's a point you will come in your life that you will not allow anything be an excuse.
No, let's take for an example. Can you say, I'm having an exam tomorrow by 7 a.m. and because I read from 2 to 3 o'clock, I don't have to
You will not wake up by 6 or by 5. No, is it actually possible?
Yes,
That's what Miss Omobanke mentioned something regarding priority. Right. If you actually prioritize spiritual growth, that's one thing about this thing called priority. Just like how parents place their children as their number 1 priority, nothing else would matter to them. I know some people will say, God first, family second, this, that. God first. And when you say God first, it means ministry first. It means purpose first.
Right.
Do you understand what I mean? So if you are really prioritizing God first, then you must prioritize spiritual things first too. You cannot say I love God and you don't love prayer.
How?
It's not like it's just like you are saying you love this girl and yet you are not communicating with her.
How now?
I don't understand.
I can't even do that with you.
You don't communicate the love like that. No, now. Like, the girl would even be confused. This boy is, like, his words are saying one thing, his action is meaning another thing. You get what I'm saying? In fact, if a guy tells me today that, oh, I like you, we don't talk.
S.A.L.T.
Nothing. Like, where do you like me from?
S.A.L.T.
You know me from Adam.
No, it's from spiritual.
Maybe. Spiritual husband, please, though. We have identity in Christ. We don't have anything like spiritual husband. Please. Anyway, so that's one of the ways that you can actually be disciplined by having a community. 2, by having a pastor. Hey, I can't emphasize this enough. You need to have a pastor, and I'm not talking about that pastor that you watch on social media.
That TikTok
pastor. I greet you. YouTube pastor. See, even me, I'm not your pastor.
Side eye.
Because I'm preaching the word does not mean that I'm your pastor.
No.
Do you understand? Because I'm preaching the word of God does not mean that I'm your pastor. I'm only expounding it to you. Right? Your pastor is not who you are just saying.
I think you need to understand who a pastor is. Your pastor is your destiny catalyst.
Yes!
Your destiny catalyst. So you actually need a pastor. Your pastor needs to know you. Like
one-on-one.
Like the way me and Miss Maggie like this, we're entering each other.
Miss Maggie, you're already dancing.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyways, but that's literally just it. Your pastor needs to know you by your name. Right? Needs to know you by your name. It's not just by, oh, that pastor that you're watching on TikTok. Can you go meet that pastor and tell that pastor, sir, I've not been able to pray for 1 week.
Can they hold you by your hands?
Exactly. Can they hold you by the hands and help you and pray with you? Right? And another thing that would help you is discipleship. See, all of these things are like circling around each other. Have you submitted to discipleship? If you don't have a church, just drop it in the comment section. So you can see this video, this episode rather. You cannot live here the same way.
You can't.
I'm telling you, you can't live here the same way. If you are struggling with discipleship, like you don't have a pastor, you don't have anyone to disciple you, make it clear. Make it clear, because a closed mouth is a closed word. Don't tell them.
Oh yeah.
A closed mouth is a closed word.
We're not saying it today.
You already know.
You don't
you
know,
already
Google
know.
it.
You already know, Tola. Don't tell me that you don't know.
Right.
Me. Don't tell me that you don't know. So, Miss Omobanke, I just want you to give one advice. Just throw one advice to your audience for today. Just give one to our Jesus babies because they are our G's. They are our G's. So
Are you ready
give
for
them
it?
one. Drum rolls.
Are you ready for it?
Oh,
All right. So my my advice for you. Find a community. See, when I talk about community, let me take for example my community, CIM Rights. What is very special? If I'm going to add my community,
please happy to. If you know I go.
Exactly. What is so like special
Profound
about my community? The fact that it is 360. It's not just for your spiritual life.
Right.
That I just have to pray. In terms of making money,
financial intelligence.
But
the most important thing is your spiritual growth.
Right.
But now 360.
Like
Rounded. You know how a circle is
yes.
now. Your finance, personal growth, self-development. Exactly. Self-development. Even academics, educationally, in every aspect, you will grow. So say yes to discipleship. Say yes to community.
Yeah.
Say yes to discipleship.
Say yes to growth.
That's it. That's the vibe. That's what is trending. It's not TikTok.
Yes, baby.
It's not TikTok. Okay. So we'll come to the end of today's episode. If you tell me you did not learn one or two things, I'll repeat it again. Say yes to growth and community.
Say yes
Please
to
tell them.
community.
Please tell them. Please tell them. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
I'm sure they did.
You have a friend. Don't tell me you don't have a friend.
Yeah.
Xavier, don't tell me you don't have a friend. I know you are looking at me as I'm looking at you.
Right?
You heard your name. Friend. You heard your name. I hope you're also in attendance. Anyway, we've come to the end of today's show. Don't be sad. Don't worry. You get more. Get more. Do well to turn on your notification bell and follow us on all our socials at legacytv.ng and our YouTube at Legacy TV. We love you guys and we'll see you on our next episode. Bye, guys.